Ahojte do našeho videa a opět tu hry Wolf Among Us a jdeme na poslední epizodu celé série. Tak uvidíme, jak to se jí skončí. Tak jo, máme se tím klukem jménem měli být tady. Doufám, že tam bude. No, nevypadá tady moc pěkně. Otevři to? Samozřejmě, no. Ježíš, tady to je hnusný. Tady by to vypadalo z nějakého hororu. Tady se mi nelíbí. Si budu ke dveřím. Zajímavý. Vůbec bych se nebál. Vůbec. Pohoda. Ne, tady to ne. Svině jedna. Myslím, že tady to neskončí dobře.
You used to be something.
Ale prosím tě. Nějaký šmírák ho následoval.
They used to fear you.
Furt se bojí, prosím tě.
They'd hide anywhere their small shivering bodies would fit.
Ta kamera je fakt dementní tady. No, běž. Te! Tak kde je ta svině? Stříbrný kluky, že jo? Někdo se na něco připravoval. Tak už vylez, prosím tě. Dobře, kytal jsem. Kde jsi tam se vzala?
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Bigby. I see you made it.
Tady je náš zájem.
I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you've finished, dear.
Takže nejdřív mu dáme Bloody Mary a pak půjde po něm, jo?
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
Didn't your mother ever teach you manners?
Jsi fakt svině.
Or was she too busy fucking whatever breeze drifted through town?
Netrefíš se určitě. Ona se uhne.
Oh, come on.
Teď to říká.
Is that the best you can do?
Ne. Hlavička. Ne. Měla hlavičku, to bylo efektivnější. Zase pryč. Pane bože. Už je z něj polovlk. Proč to utíká, vole, svině? Ale ne. Proč jí svítila ta ruka? Tam? Tak možná to byla špatná volba, tady se mě nelíbí. Vše rozlíží. Kam mám jako jít jako rovně? Dobře, na páru už jsem vytrnovaný, to už si nelekám, to už je v klidu. Vyklesl jsem to nebo ne? Ještě mě šítla nebo poškrábala, nebo co to bylo. Ještě už vyleze ty vole kráva. Tak kde seš? Já nevím, jestli to vykryvám, ale asi jo? Tak tohle jsem nevykryl.
Where are you? Come out and face Trust me.
Ježiši, co to je? Pane bože. To má jako sobě sklo? Oh, fuj. Tak pojďte svině. Dobře, to moc nešlo. Ještě ani jednou jsem netrefil. Vedle schotí do toho sudu, nebo co to je? No tak spaní nám, prosím. Škoda, když spadají do sudu, tak je to lepší. A už je na straně trošku víc. Myslím, že teďka skončila svině. Tak pojď. Ale no tak. Tak dobře, tak tohle fakt nevypadá dobře. Myslím, že budeme mít problémy. Vždyť jsem to trefil. Tak to nevypadá vůbec dobře. Mně by jako nepřipadalo, že by ubývali. Fajn. A se tam natrhne prdel. Hele, tohle není ale fér. Je jich moc. Tak, blbý. Hoho. Až takhle, jo. Pěkný vlček. Ještě vypadá podoba. Krávo. No jo, už padaj, už padaj. Ale není pravda, že měla být tady ta pravá. To bude ona. Úplně v klidu jako. Takže to pravá nebyla. Jo, už padají, už bude, to už bude. Ale jak nějakou formou. Že by si zabil? Tak pojď. Ano, Airways. Svíží dech. Konečně to tady doprava určitě. Fuj. Tak pojď. Má poprdeli, že teda byla ona, protože je přišlo, že umřela nějakou snadno. Ale jo, asi to byla ona. Přeji tak. Tak už chápu, proč se všichni báli, ale předtím. Teď si jdeme pro šéfika. Šaty si takhle sami slíkli, why not? No jo, jdem si pro tebe. Co, v klidu jako?
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
No nepovídej, vole.
One good reason not to rip you apart right now.
Ale
This
ne,
gun holds
má tu
6 rounds of
stříbrnou,
specially
že jo.
designed silver bullets. I won't miss next time.
A je nabij.
Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things.
Tak
Snow
pojď.
White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
That's right. But what happens to you once you get there is a different story.
I'm not quite finished. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for
Ale jo,
myself.
máme o tom
and
do víc
for the
živýho, takže asi
And
určitě.
I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial.
The whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Se z toho chce určitě
Don't let
vykecat.
me worry about that. Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand.
Samozřejmě.
I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that.
A byl to
All
na
I'm
tvůj
asking
příkaz, ty
for is
smrde.
a chance to explain my side of the story.
Maybe you didn't carry it out, but I don't think Georgie was lying when he said you ordered their deaths.
Georgie would have said anything to save himself. We both know that. I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. I don't mean to belabor the point, but just so we're clear, if you change your mind and decide to do something stupid,
Já ho můžu tady rovnou zabít, jo.
you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the...
Posranej.
Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth?
Co od
Or do you just
Fabletown.
want to look like the hero?
This is about protecting Fabletown. When some asshole murders two of our people, it's my job to bring them down.
Then why are you here? You know who murdered them. Georgie.
To už víme.
He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle.
No, vůbec
All
nemohl
right,
tam.
let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it.
Ale prosím tě.
What do you say?
Ne,
Hey!
já si ji vezmu.
I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
Sám to chtěl.
I know, but we have to do something. Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing
Are
happening?
we sure?
Už
he's
nám
coming?
titulky.
Yes, you'll have an opportunity
No proto.
to... He's back.
The crooked man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble
Klidu.
at the crooked man's place.
What? Don't I look okay?
I guess you've been worse.
To
You
určitě.
did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know,
Jasně, jasně.
I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
Trošku zmlácený, ale nevadí.
Showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
Could
What do
you?
you have to say for yourself?
Fuck do you get off?
Poor
You
girls.
think you have the right
And
to
what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This? You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie.
Ale ne, on se to
Those
musí
women,
vykecá
not
jako.
me.
What? It was Georgie? Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that
Mrtvej,
shithead
vole.
in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
Don't worry about him.
Don't worry about it. It's done.
Nebudu říkat, že je mrtvej.
Justice has already been dispatched.
Ale
Bigby
ne.
executed him.
He's... What?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
Other charges.
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White.
Let her finish.
Tě
You
nechá
can have your
dokončit.
say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf,
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are
Máte docela hodně na
charged with
krku.
multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of
kidnapping
magical
Crane.
artifacts.
And kidnapping Crane at gunpoint.
He went willingly.
Yes, thank you. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
Ježiš, bude hodinový proslov určitě.
First of all,
Oh, jo.
I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you
Stop
didn't.
the charade. We know you're
Come on,
involved.
it's obvious.
And there's all the other crap he's done.
Everyone just shut up for a minute. You wanted a chance to talk? Well, go ahead. We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right,
let's get
but
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a
Oni
chance
tě
to
hodí do
defend
té studny,
yourself,
jo.
and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to let
isn't
it off?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
Ale prosím tě.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met
Úplně v
Georgie.
klidu.
I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered two of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to
Not
do
what
with
did
it.
you
Tell
say?
the fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any
Ale
of you
prosím
actually
tě.
believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby, when you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to
Alun
cooperate.
Calder.
What's he talking about?
You weren't being helpful. You were trying to set me up. Your people tried to kill me.
They
Ah,
get a
dostali na
bit
prdel.
carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I've protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man
Běž point.
just to save someone.
What's he talking about?
I really hope you're going somewhere with this.
I see you want to cut right to the point. I can
Can I
appreciate
see?
that. Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that.
To je dobrý slovo,
hired help.
employees. Se
I
strašně
see
líbí.
some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah, that's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm
Ale
some
brání se
kind of
dobře.
tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street
To
corners,
nevypadá dobře.
I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but
Wasn't I?
We didn't
Takhle.
abandon anyone. We've been trying to help them.
Really?
Ano,
What about Auntie Green?
ale ne.
Her story is not uncommon. She left
Ten strom
everything
určitě
she had
vytáhnou.
back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got
Nah.
her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
She wanted my tree destroyed, but Bigby refused.
Samozřejmě ne.
you were gonna
Byl to
burn
dobrý
our
tah.
tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Is that true?
Snow?
Don't blame Snow. She had her reasons. Greenleaf was using her magic to help Crane and the Crooked Man. That's why Snow wanted your tree burned.
That's not why.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes.
Jo,
But
ty,
believe
ne my.
me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection.
Tohle.
No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Like you did with her?
Maybe you haven't noticed, but we've been doing all this to protect you. We're trying to stop people like him.
The crooked man's been exploiting
Proč
you.
jiní stojí na jeho straně?
Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
Do you really think the Crooked Man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
To vypadá dobře. To vypadá dobře. Hodně dobře.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Ha. Všichni? Paráda.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie was
murders.
working for you. Bigby got a confession
A confession that nobody heard.
No.
Now, I'm no
Tohle je
barrister,
špatný.
but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke, especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
them.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did
Ne, tohle zase...
because he was working for me at the time.
A já zabыл toho mrňousi určitě.
Of course. Where are you
Určitě to
going
řekne.
with this?
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's
No vole,
murder,
zmrde.
since you know Bigby works for her.
That's...
He killed a man.
What happened with Tweedledum, I made a mistake. He was attacking me, and I just acted. I didn't think.
That's the only reason?
Bigby and I have
Jo,
already
mě se mi
discussed
jenom
his
že to byl
behavior
sráč.
that night. We're handling it
Now, where have
internally.
I heard that before? How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe.
Ona tam nebyla, ne?
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
That was different.
Snow had nothing to do with it. We all thought she was dead.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh,
Určitě.
you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior,
Head
but
priest law.
I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we
Tohle
deal with
určitě
you.
bych teďka necítil, to by bylo hodně špatný.
Supply when we need them to.
Bluebeard,
Calm down, to je
please.
lepší.
Everyone calm down. This
I
isn't the
mean, a
reason we're
certain level
here.
of privilege should be afforded to
To who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too
fakt sráč,
stupid
jestli to
to
umí
command
vykecat.
your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby? Miss White!
Už musím mluvit, co?
Excuse me,
I-
dear.
I
Určitě
wanted to
jo.
make sure I had the chance to say something.
Už
Why
ona je
don't you
mrtvá
take a
tam.
moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of
Tak
in
to
the
řekni.
middle of something.
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Nope.
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
Vivian killed herself back at the pudding and pie.
I'm sorry, I don't think I
Narissa.
knew-
My name is Narissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's
Máme
a
to.
lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me. And now I can finally say, you're an asshole. And I hope you rot at the bottom of the witching well for what you did.
Don't worry. He's gonna pay for it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him.
Jo,
Georgie would have
vítězíme.
never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a
At least
stupid...
5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me?
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves.
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
Ale
You
prosím
take
tebe.
two people's lives away and now you want mercy?
A už si
You're done
skončil.
talking, crooked man. You had your chance.
Měl a prohrál.
Done then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
There will be more if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed
So we
already?
get rid of him.
No.
Get him out of here.
We can send
She
him
said hideout.
Listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
No, should decide. I am
On
go.
suggesting yourself.
Why not? What about a vote? We should
Měli
have
bychom
a
to
vote. Make it
volit.
democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
Ne, ne, ne,
What
ne,
about-
ne, ne, ne.
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
Ne, 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 ne. Dobrý, to je dobrý.
Makes sense to me.
Ne, mě ne.
Okay.
Ne.
Are you
Smrdí.
sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Ale ne.
Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Pane bože,
No.
proč já?
Do what you think is right.
Yes, Sheriff.
Takže odřezat tomu hlavu.
Do what you
Asi
think
ne.
is right.
Hodil,
him a
hodil do
fucking
toho.
lesson.
Ne.
No.
He has to
Look,
We
die.
can lock him
Just
away.
fucking get rid of him.
Not this way.
Ty vole! Ty sráči, já jsem mě neklik. Bum.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you
Já
try to
nevím.
Finish it, Sheriff.
Please, we can still.
End it already.
Já ho zavřu. Pro mě se to zdá prostě nejlepší rozhodnutí ho
You
zavřít.
said you had a way to keep him from hurting people.
Wait, you can't be
What
serious.
he's done, you're just gonna put him in prison?
This isn't the way, Sheriff.
You're doing the right thing.
Yes, there's a way.
All right, do it.
Já myslím, že to je prostě nejlepší. O den později? Už jsem dlouho nejel s cigaretou. Aha.
Not what I was expecting.
Jako on?
Morning, crooked man.
He's got a sharp tongue. I thought it would be better for everyone if he parted with it.
Thanks, Greenleaf.
Let's just call it even.
Hey, Sheriff. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be
Dovolíš ti
down
na
in a
farmu,
minute.
nikdo ne, snad
Okay.
nikoho neposlal.
Great.
This fucking line.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Co s ním jako? Jo, ty tam ten dole.
Listen, Snow, can we talk? I wanted to...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this.
No,
We'll talk later, okay?
byla to, že není spokojená.
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Je v klidu.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
A dojdeš na farmu, jsi tam nikoho neposílal, ne? Jako já. Tak dovolíš na farmu. Oni dva? Ne, já je tam neposílal, ne.
I'm going. Jesus.
Já jsem říkal, že to nemusí.
We only have like 5 minutes.
They carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit. You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day.
Já ho to neposlal.
Shit. Just go grab that, would you? Sorry about all this. I tried to help. Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance, but Miss White said I had to go up to the damn
Takže
farm
ona,
anyway.
jo, svině. Si to já nemůžu.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her.
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
I'm sorry.
We don't have a choice anymore.
I'm sorry, TJ. But, look on the bright side, okay? There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby, so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the
Já to
monsters
nemůžu.
seeing you. It'll be nice.
Já je tam nechtěl poslat.
Come on, it won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No, some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
Říkáš, to nemůžu.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
Hey, Bigby.
Hey.
Where's your friend, Colin?
Tak kurva.
Where's a fucking pig?
How should I know?
How should I?
Tam je děteko. Já ho neviděl. Vůbec se nespívá.
Saying goodbye?
A nedej se.
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to.
Jasně, chápu to. I když nevím proč, ale chápu to.
I get it.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
Povídej.
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. Not
To už
sure
víme,
where
ne?
to start. Faith, Lily and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the crooked man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Marissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the crooked man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him
Takže je praskla.
and I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
Prdele je.
You sold them out.
No.
Ale jo.
Yes. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the crooked man. But then, oh God.
Tak ne, no. Když ne, tak ne.
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club,
Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this?
Takže se lhala jako.
Crooked man? Back at the well, you said.
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the
Paráda,
truth,
tak
was
ještě,
it?
že je to
What does it
nezabil.
matter? I know the crooked man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth?
Done is done.
It was true enough.
I guess what's done is done.
I know he ordered their deaths. I
Říkáš
wasn't gonna
dej?
let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... That night, after Faith, I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your
Ona ji tam
doorstep.
nechala, jo. Že ona to všechno začala.
I walked her over here.
A víc
You
mu
were
všimnout.
trying to get my attention. So you started all this.
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The crooked man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith or Lily. Nobody cares about us.
I'm stuck. To
I'm
se
sorry,
omlouvám, že to musel
Melissa.
udělat.
I'm sorry that's what it took to get me to pay attention.
It'll be different now. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
Jako
I know
zamknout
it
to
might
pro
feel
něj
that
to na
way, but they
ptáka bylo
need
dobře.
you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
I go out there and I do my job. I put my life on the line. I get shot at. I do what has to be done for them. But at the end of the day, I'm still the bad guy.
I know. But they'll come around. You'll see.
No, nabi.
After everything you've done for us. Maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You protected your friends, no matter the cost. And you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the crooked man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the crooked man, it was you.
No. It doesn't matter what I do. In the end, it's all the same shit it always was.
You're wrong. You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
Konec?
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
To už někdo řekl. Tady to přesně tohle.
I need to tell you something. I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to play
Oh,
some
nah.
Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little
Did
Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about
He
Faith?
said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Ta svině! Běž za ní.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
Ale bude pokračování, takže to je dobrý. Tak jo, ještě než to ukončím, tak jsem rád, že jste se na tu sérii podívali. A pokud se vám to líbilo, dejte like nebo odběr. A uvidíme se u dalšího videa. Čauko.